Is this Tenere 700 the best adventure motorcycle? Well, I cannot say it for sure, but it definitely covers all adventure requirements. In this video, I'm gonna tell you why, so if you have nothing to do, grab your favorite drink and stay with me. Welcome back. I'm sure that many of you will think that this video is going to be another rant over KTM and BMW or very biased statement of a Tenere owner, but in fact it is going to be nothing more than a clear statistic, and to believe on it or not will be only your choice. Of course, as any other model on the market, it has some cons, but this does not change the fact that this is one of the most sold adventure motorcycles in the last 4 years. Whatever direction you decided to go, you will meet at least a few Tenere owners. Last year, on the way back from Magadan, I stopped in this outdoor scout meeting in Latvia, and from 50 motorcycles, there were more than 40 Tenere 700. It dominates on this adventure field, and it looks like it won't be dethroned anytime soon, despite the high efforts of some brands that always been on the top of this adventure market, like KTM for example. Tenere 700 still stays solid on the top. You might disagree with this, but it will be more than enough to visit your local dealer and you'll see what I'm talking about. Even in my hometown Varna, which is located on the coast of Bulgaria, population 300,000 people, for the last 3 years were sold more than 15 Tenere 700. Keep in mind that I'm talking only about brand new motorcycles. For comparison, for the same period, these 3 years, were sold 2 KTMs, one 790 and one 890, one Suzuki V-Strom 1000, one GS 1250, a few sport bikes and probably around 10 scooters. There might be some changes here and there to miss a model here and there, but the difference is not going to be that big. So Tenere 700 is the most sold bike in Varna as well. How the hell do I know all of this, you might say? Well, it's a small town and I know most of the motorcyclists. Also, I spent a lot of time in my friends and mechanic plumbers garage, and I can see all of these models coming for the regular maintenance. I cannot tell you what the numbers are in Sofia, the capital of Bulgaria, 1.5 million people, but I wouldn't be surprised if the ratio is about the same. And you can check what is the situation in your country. As I said, yeah, it will be more or less the same. I bought my Tenere 700 from Varna, here from the local shop. A few months later, they delivered Aprilia Touareg as well. Since then, more than 15 Teneres are sold, but the same Aprilia Touareg stays in the shop. So it might be much better motorcycle, you might believe in whatever you like, but the statistics show something else. So people are waiting more than 3-4 months to get Teneres, and they're going like a hot bread, but the Aprilia still stays there. So why is this happening? Why is Tenere so popular and famous and others cannot show the same result? Well, I have one theory. I cannot confirm 100% that it is true, but it makes a lot of sense, at least for me. Yamaha built a beautiful motorcycle with an aggressive Dakar vision, as simple as possible compared to other brands. They also built a great marketing campaign and offered it at affordable price. 3 important requirements are met: design, functionality and competitive price. Of course, it has some cons, but what model hasn't? It is important to have more pros than cons, right? Even some experienced riders will be afraid to touch KTM 890 because of its respectful reputation, but at the same time a complete newbies buying Tenere 700 with plans to go around the world. Here you might resist and say, yeah, KTM is not for everyone, it's like enduro and sex are not a joke. Say whatever you like, but the statistics show something different. It is more or less like the sad experience of extremely beautiful women. They are always alone because the men are even afraid to talk with them. Tenere 700 on the other hand is like a regular girl from your neighborhood. Maybe not so pretty, and definitely without all of this famous and glamour outfit, but it is so easy to talk with her. Go for a walk, coffee, anything. I'm really sorry about this weird analogy, but this is the only one that came into my mind. I hope that you got the idea. Let's now see what makes this Tenere 700 so special. Why it dominates? Number one, it's a great design that it has. Number 2 is simplicity. It's simple bike. It has only ABS. And number 3, which is coming from number 2, is its reliability. And this is more than enough for me to go to the end of the world, as I did it last year on my way to Magadan and back. But let's see what else it has to offer. It is 205 kilograms weight. This, in my opinion, is an affordable weight. Even though it's top heavy because of the design of the engine and the petrol tank, it is still the lighter bike in this category. Of course, there are some models like AGP PR7, KTM 690 or Husqvarna 701, but these are single-cylinder bikes and they are definitely not for everyone. It has 21-inch front and 18 on the back, the perfect combination for an adventure motorcycle. You can use any type of tire, from normal street to very aggressive novice. Standard wheels with tubes. This might be a con for many, but it has some pros as well. I honestly don't mind about it. If they change it in the future, okay. If not, I'm okay as well. I really like the design of the front fender and I don't have any plans to change it. It has the option to lift it a bit from these bolts and this is more than enough for me. High fenders might prevent mud clogging, but also expose the radiator and the engine on a lot of water and also mud. Also, it works as a sail and creates this nasty sensation, especially when you ride fast. Battery and air filter under the seat. Easy to access it in the case you need to. Oil or brake pad changes takes no more than half an hour. 10,000 kilometers oil change intervals, which is a big plus for every long distance traveler. 43mm Kayaba forks with 200mm suspension travel. Might not sound like a lot, but it is more than enough for 95% of the people 95% of the time. Also, it is easy and not that expensive to change the springs and improve it significantly as I did on my Tenere. The clearance is more than enough as well. Don't believe to so-called experts who will tell you that 20mm more ground clearance will be a game changer. One of the cons and topic of many discussions is the small petrol tank, only 16 liters. Well, it was enough for me to cross half of the world all the way to Magadan. But if you need more, now they sell world rate with 22 liters, 220mm suspension travel and a few more changes. From these 15 Teneres sold in Varna that I told you, only one is world rate. I think that despite the hype creates about this model, it will never come even close to the sales numbers of the normal version. Simple digital dashboard with a big physical button that switches the ABS. By the way, the ABS is the only feature that the model has. Many found that this is a big con, but I think that this is one of the biggest pros of this model. In my opinion, it has the perfect headlight, but I don't ride fast and always try to avoid night riding, so it might be different for you. Cable clutch, soft enough for an easy ride, even on some technical terrain. Accurate gear shifter and predictable brake pedal. Many don't like it, but I really like the progressive power that provides and I don't have any plans to change it. 28mm handlebar, which is very good, not the best quality consoles and control buttons in my opinion, but I can confirm that they work as they should. The seat, even though it looks hard, provides the necessary comfort, and as you can see, the only modification that I did was to have this 3D mesh on the top. The stock exhaust is not so pretty and it has one big downside. It bends this bracket when you drop the bike on the right side, but it could be corrected with this aftermarket option. The windscreen provides the necessary protection, but if you want, you can replace it with a taller option. I am okay as it is. The engine delivers 72 horsepower and in my opinion this is more than enough to see the whole world. It is simple, predictable and reliable. That is everything I need, but if you like to ride fast, might not be an option for you. For whom this motorcycle is not? Definitely not for short riders. If you are under 170 centimeters, I'll advise to try to find something else. You might lower it, many people did it, but you will lose the whole conception of the bike. Also, if you are some kind of highway lover, you won't like it because, as I said, it has 72 horsepower and you wouldn't be able to ride it that fast. In overall, it is an easy to ride, simple and reliable motorcycle with great capabilities and beautiful design. Is this the best adventure motorcycle on the market? Well, I cannot say it for sure, but definitely is an option that you have to consider if you plan to jump into this adventure world. It was a long video, but I hope that it will help to at least one person to make the right choice. So press like or dislike, whatever it deserves. If you subscribe, even better. If you want to watch my travel videos, you can do it on my second channel, Motorcycle Adventures Life. Over there, now at the moment, I upload videos from Magadan. On my third channel, Motorcycle Adventures live streams, I upload slightly edited live streams once per week. All the details will be in the description down below. See you next time.